How'd you like to go into your teenager's room and on their desk you see every parent's nightmare, a stash of white crystalline powder. Half in panic, you put some on your finger and taste it. It's bitter. You then take a sample of it and send it into a laboratory, and the report says this: chemical stimulant with the name of trimethylxanthine. It shares traits with amphetamines, cocaine, and heroin. It causes dependence and addiction. Withdrawals create a medical syndrome with anxiety, depression, irritability, difficulty in concentration, fatigue, and headache. Sound dangerous? Well, then you find out it's the world's most popular psychoactive drug according to Johns Hopkins University. In fact, 90% of Americans use it daily. Then you find out that the common name for trimethylxanthine is none other than caffeine. So now you don't have to stage an intervention for your teenager. Caffeine is both good and bad. You'll have to be the one which decides which way the balance tips for you. To help you, here are a few of the positives. Caffeine occurs naturally in many plants. It boosts your energy, metabolism, and elevates your alertness. It fights migraine headaches and kickstarts some of the other medications. According to Johns Hopkins University, caffeine potentially can be used in the treatment of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, as well as in treating some forms of cancer. It increases the general feeling of pleasure by elevating the levels of dopamine in the system. Now, you must admit this list is fairly impressive. On the other end of the scale, though, regular intake of caffeine can cause caffeinism, which is a syndrome that includes nervousness, irritability, heart palpitations, headache, fidgeting, muscle twitching, and insomnia. It constricts the blood vessels, therefore increasing blood pressure and heart rate. Pregnant and nursing women are cautioned to limit its use. It has been proven to be habit-forming and even addictive, and may lead to withdrawal symptoms when you stop. All this being said, caffeine should be used in moderation and probably not within 6 hours of the time you're going to be going to bed. There are some easy ways to figure out if caffeine is a problem for you. And it goes like this: you just might be a caffeine addict if you think a coffee bean is a vegetable. You just might be a caffeine addict if Juan Valdez is on your regular Christmas card list. You just might be a caffeine addict if your coffee pot is in the bedroom and your alarm clock is in the kitchen. You just might be a caffeine addict if you go to AA meetings just for the free coffee. You might be a caffeine addict if you suck on a used coffee filter while you wait for Starbucks to open. And you might be a caffeine addict if you sleep with your eyes open. So I just want you to remember that though there's good and bad, that caffeine is a drug and not a vitamin.